Hello and welcome back to the Sports Talk Podcast, Episode 4, Season 3. My name is Chase Moskowitz and I'm a senior, along with my partner,
Vice President Kieran Hetzel, Junior.
Freshman Lucas Loria.
Freshman Sean Worth.
Freshman Sam Ingerman.
Freshman Alexander Shafir.
Junior Daniel Almash, Vice President.
Freshman Thomas Antonelli.
Freshman Alessio Moffitt.
Sophomore Evan Brantner.
Sophomore Jack Zerbuck.
Freshman Novo.
Freshman Sayuj Tendulkar.
Freshman Braden Grisback.
And Mr. J.
and we are back. The Mets got eliminated last week, but the Yankees are still in it, so we're going to go around. We have a lot of people here today, so we're just going to go around with a quick prediction, who's going to win, and then how many games, okay? So my prediction, I'm going to start off Dodgers in 6, and I'm going to go to Kieran.
I'm going to go the opposite of your prediction, Yankees in 6.
Yankees in 7.
I have the Yankees in 6.
Dodgers 4.
Yankees 5.
Yankees in 5. It's not even close.
Yankees in 7.
I have the Yankees in 6.
Yankees in 5.
Yankees in 6.
I have the Yankees in 5.
All right. And Mr. J?
Yankees in 7.
I respect it. I respect all your picks. Do you guys want to make any? All right. So since we got that over with, let's talk about NBA. We had an opening week was this week on Tuesday. The Knicks played the Celtics, and the Timberwolves played the Lakers. So let's get into that. I'm going to pass it all the way down to the table to Danny Almash.
Okay, I'm probably the only one at the table that's not a Knicks fan. The Warriors with an absolute steamroll of the Portland Trail Blazers. I like to see it. Brings me back to my 2014-2015 NBA championship team. When Andre Iguodala was the Finals MVP. We got guys like Buddy Hield, the Splash Buddies, and Stephen and Buddy Hield. I just love seeing that we actually had a replacement for Klay Thompson. We didn't have to overpay for Lauri Markkanen. That's all I have to say. Good job, Warriors.
Speaking of the opener, it was just kind of a disgrace here. The Knicks just weren't playing good. Boston was just hitting so many three-pointers. It was absolutely ridiculous. But we do have a big game on tonight, Indiana versus the Knicks, which is kind of revenge for the Knicks after last year's playoff.
Yeah, I agree with you, Shafir, especially that I believe they tied the record for most threes in a game or something like that. And I don't know, even though the Knicks still put up 120 points or something like that.
109.
Yeah, 109. I mean, still, they still scored 100 points. I mean, you can't really stop anything from the threes. I mean, that's just about it.
I think one of the biggest things we saw is Bronny James, just because, first game.
What do you mean by biggest?
Well, because he's playing with his dad, first time that's ever happened.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what I was going with. And he put up 17, which I think is pretty solid.
I agree with you, Les. That was a pretty big moment for Bronny and LeBron, but I have to agree with Danny. I really, really liked what I saw out of the Warriors in Game 1. I'm a Warriors fan. We just crushed the Blazers. We got Steph Curry, 17, Buddy Hield, 22, and I just liked what I saw out of everyone, putting up 10 or more points.
Shafir, I'm going to disagree. I think the Knicks didn't even play that bad. The Celtics just didn't miss being close to that record. But I still have good hopes for us this season.
I only got one thing to say about the Knicks and Celtics game. Cat was not the answer. Big Purr was not the answer.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's obviously the first game. Can't overreact to anything. But the chemistry right now, my opinion, is not there. But I hope that builds. It's going to build. It has to build, or else the team will not be competitive this year.
Another thing for the Knicks, one big thing they would also have to work on, in my opinion, is rebounding. Because after like a Celtics hit one, like if they missed a three, the Knicks would just give up a second chance, and that's what was big scoring opportunities for the Celtics. That's what the one thing I feel like the Knicks would have to be working on if they want to do really good this season and win.
You guys are all overreacting. It was one game. You can't say Cat's not the answer. You can't say, in Shafir's words, it was whatever you said, terrible, disgraceful. That's what it was. It's one game. They have the whole season to gain chemistry. They're fine.
Yeah, I also want to say something also, and then I'll give it to Dan. It's one game. It's also versus the Celtics, who may have had one of the best regular seasons and postseasons in NBA history. So I think everybody needs to chill out, personally.
Y'all Knicks fans need to stop, bro. Dude, my team and me and Lucas's team, 3-1 in 2016 and still lost the finals. Y'all need to actually chill out. We lost 3-1 in the finals. Had the best record since the 96-97 Bulls. And you guys are saying after one game in the Cat era that you guys are like, oh, we're not making anything. Disgraceful Knicks fans at this table.
I really do think that Cat will help the Knicks this season because if he helps space the floor a lot, and he's obviously going to help with rebounding, being 7 foot. So,
I just want to point out, Julius Randle, 33 points. I mean, that hurts to see, even though DiVincenzo had a horrific game. But seeing Julius Randle having that good of a game with Cat not performing as well is kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, I feel like the trade package for Cat was definitely like shocking. Like I really do not understand. Like I really understand like what we had to get rid of to get for him, and just seeing Randall perform the way he did, like the way he was with the Knicks is with the Timberwolves already. It's just a little upsetting. That's all.
All right, guys, anything else to say about basketball? And then we're going to move on to our football picks of the week. Go Warriors. All right. Hooray. All right, so now we're going to talk about our game of the week. We have a mediocre slate of football games, not great compared to the last couple weeks, but let's give it to Evan to talk about the game of the week.
My game of the week is Chicago, Washington. It would be Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams, but with Jaden Daniels most likely being out, I still think it's going to be a really good game. Marcus Mariota stepped up last week and still looks really good. I think Commanders will win this one by 2 scores.
I agree with that, but I'm going to have to go Sunday night, Cowboys 49ers. George Kittle hates them Cowboys. I think he's going to go off better for me in fantasy, so I have to go Cowboys 49ers. I have the Bills Seahawks game. I think it's going to be an absolute shootout. I have it going over 50 points, and I have the Seahawks by a score.
Well, so far I've picked every game of the week, so I'm going to have to think of another good one. Last night was an incredible game where you got Cooper Kupp returning, and sadly I didn't put him in on fantasy. But if I had to pick game of the week, it's going to be tough because you got either Eagles-Bengals, Cowboys-Niners, or the Bills and Seahawks, but I'm going to have to give it to Eagles-Bengals. 2 great quarterbacks, and it's going to be great, so give me that.
I think Falcons-Bucks is a sleeper game. Now the Bucks have something to prove without Mike Evans, and if the Falcons have a good week, they can really pop off, so it's going to show something.
I'm gonna go with the Colts versus Texans because I think the Texans are really solid, and I don't know. I think they're gonna have the overall edge. Anyone else?
I'm gonna have to go to an underrated game. I think that the Packers Jaguars game is gonna be interesting because the Jaguars, after going 0-3, they've won 2 out of they've won a couple games, and I think that just look for them to be underrated, and that's all I have to say. What about you, Chase?
I would say Falcons Bucks, but with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin being injured, I can't pick them. So I'm gonna go with the Bears and the Commanders also. Hopefully Jaden Daniels is active and playing. So I think that'll be I don't think he is, but hopefully he comes back. I think that'll be a good game.
I'm going to go with the depleted 49ers beating the Cowboys. Hate the Cowboys, want them to get buried, don't want to see them in the playoffs. It's going to be very difficult because all those receivers are done, but I'm taking 49ers over Cowboys.
All right, any other picks, guys? Well, that'll wrap it up for this week. Thank you guys all for coming in, and have a great day.
Hey!